Hi, welcome to another episode of StorytimeGuru. If you like my content, please support my channel by clicking like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. In this episode, we will see how an entitled aunt demands OP's house, worth $800,000, and sweet instant karma for entitled granny. Here is our first story. Posted on r/entitledparents. By user Demu_tr. Faith in humanity restored. Take my energy. Sweet instant karma on entitled grandmother. So this is not about me, but this is a satisfying story that made me smile, so I decided to share. Even though I have multiple stories with this individual. This all happened when my girlfriend was still in school, and we didn't even have a clue that the other one even existed. So this is the story that she told me, and I felt like it is worth posting. My girlfriend's grandmother, e.g. for entitled granny, has 2 children. Girlfriend's mom GM and girlfriend's uncle GU. GU is obviously entitled granny's favorite son, so she loves him and his kids, son S and daughter UD, which are very behaved, not entitled at all, more than GM and GF. Every time GF goes with UD and entitled granny somewhere, entitled granny takes GF's food, drinks without asking and shares them with UD, leaving GF with pretty much nothing. Even when the food GF has is bought by her mom's money, entitled granny has the audacity to go to GF, takes her food, tear it in half and gives the better half to UD. And GM can't say anything because entitled granny has control over her. Once GM promised GF to take a day off and spend it with her and take her to a fancy restaurant where they sell GF's very favorite schnitzel, which was not cheap by the way, if she gets good grades at school. So GF worked hard and get one of the best marks ever. The day GF and her mom was supposed to go to the restaurant, entitled granny calls GM and tells her that UD also had good marks, and she wants them to celebrate with GF. My girlfriend is a shy, non-confrontational person at all, but at this point she started to get angry. She said to her mom that she wants to celebrate with her alone. And even took the phone and told entitled granny that she wants to have a day with her mom, since they don't see each other much. EG accepted. GF and her mom went to the restaurant, sat down, ordered, and out of the sudden, entitled granny enters the restaurant with UD and heads towards GF's table. GF stops her and says rudely, "I told you, I don't want to celebrate with you, I want to have a day with mom." What part of no, don't you understand? After a short argument, the entitled granny takes UD and sits in a table next to GF's table and keeps staring at them. Then she orders small fries and a small hamburger, which she shared with UD because, as I earlier mentioned, the restaurant isn't cheap. Then out of nowhere she stands up, heads toward GF's table, takes the knife and says,
"We want to try this as well, I hope you don't mind."
Cuts one chunk of schnitzel from both plates, and sticks a fork in them and takes them to her table. My girlfriend at this point loses her shit, gets so angry, takes the 2 plates, trows them on M's table, and screams, "This woman is bothering us," and takes from our food without permission. GM is in shock, because no one has ever spoken to entitled granny like that before. Then comes the manager, sees what happened, makes them 2 new schnitzels, 2 delicious pieces of cheesecake because of entitled granny's behavior. And as entitled granny wanted to pay and go home, her check had her sad order plus 4 schnitzels plus 2 cheesecakes. And as she refused to pay, the manager told her that she ruined a customer's experience and took food from a different table without permission. To that she said,
"But I'm that girl's grandmother."
Ma'am, I'm well aware of that, and it's one reason more why you shouldn't have tried to ruin her day. No, you pay for the damage you caused or I will be calling the police.
So she paid and went home. She told me that her mom was so shocked that she feared GF reaction and didn't dare talk to entitled granny, her mom, for over a week. Too long didn't read. Entitled grandma invites herself to her daughter and granddaughter who are celebrating in a restaurant, and tries to take food from their plates without permission, so manager forced her to pay for everything.
Here are some of the best contributions to this post and updates form OP. Posted by OP. What about this? She inherited a house and stacks of money from the life insurance of her dead husband. She is very stingy. Her son is successful and rich, but her daughter was a little lazy at school, and she barely gets enough for the month. An entitled granny bought her son a 3-story house, while knocks at her daughter's door the day after she borrowed her €20. He is not spoiled, she only sees a profit. Reply posted by Seba_make. Then your girlfriend's mom needs to cut off her family. They don't care about her, and it's been shown time and time again. They are terrible people, especially the grandmother. Another reply by OP. My girlfriend's father cut them off long ago, but her mom is naive and grandma is a good actor. If you confront her, she starts acting like she's having a heart attack. She starts saying,
My heart. My heart.
After a lot of work and planning, I helped my girlfriend to open her mom's eyes. But it's too late to change the grandma. If you guys want, I can tell more stories about this entitled granny.
OP, thank you for your story, but definitely, entitled granny is a nightmare to deal with. I feel sorry that your girlfriend's quality time with her mom was ruined, but in the end, granny was the one left with the bill. Posted on r/entitledparents. By user I'm so cool I eat ketchup. Entitled aunt demands our $800,000 house. So, this is my first post in this subreddit, so I will have some mistakes. This happened when I was 15. My family had bought a house 2 years ago at the time, and we had lived in an apartment for 6 years to find the right house. We bought it for $500,000, because of the poor condition it was in, because the owners were smokers, and they hadn't maintained it for 15 years. There were hundreds of acorns stuck in the lawn. The lawn itself was full of dead grass. There were several beds that had withered plants, and in the pond, there were thousands of leaves that they thought they could dump in the lake. There was a lot of poison sumac and moss everywhere. We worked for 2 years, repainting and sealing the house, changing a closet into a bathroom and an attic above the garage, on the 2nd floor, into a 6th bedroom. We are a family of 6, so we made the new bedroom my parents' new room, and my sister got the old room because it had a walk-in closet. We also fixed the bed, got a pool, and made a huge sitting area made with expensive gravel. Now to the story. My aunt is extremely entitled, manipulative, and lazy. She got lucky and married my hard-working uncle, who we will call him Jim. She won't come to any event, unless she hosts it. She came to our house one day, acting all nice, and saying how she might want to move to our town with our cousin Anna. She then said, "So then, I'll move into your house." Like we were being honored. 2 things. 1. My uncle, nor my cousin were there, and, 2. We just had our home marked for an expected $800,000. My dad just flat out said, no. We took 3 days to move our furniture in and have spent thousands repairing it. Plus, we can't move anywhere. She just responded with, well, you can just buy our old house, and you can pay us for the furniture. We were dumbfounded. We had to give her our house, and furniture, for free, and buy her house and furniture. She started getting pissy at us, like we were the ones wasting her time. My dad said gently, no, I know you're not stupid, and neither are we, so no, we won't give you our house. My dad always contains his anger, but my aunt doesn't. She yelled at us that we needed to get her property, or she would call the police for us trespassing. Our house makes us look important, so my parents bought Simply Safe to watch the driveway, front door, back door, and kitchen, and in the app, it gives complete visual and audio recording. My mom showed her it, she went pale, and left. Only have contact with our cousin, who got more of my uncle's genes than hers, thank God.
Here are some of the best contributions on this post. Posted by user ungrateful_misfit. Well, unfortunately for you, there are people like this, and in fact, my wife's cousin is exactly like this. She was spoiled beyond belief. Her own parents acted as if the world owed them something, and the cousin got the same mentality. I didn't even realize how bad she was until she came to stay with us while she checked out colleges in our area. She treated our home like a hotel. Expected us to clean her room, bring her fresh towels, and literally once texted us to bring her food like it was room service. She also never visited a single college and just went to spas and the beach with friends. Posted by Killian Cattledoe. I've seen a story like this where the person was asked to leave, evicted, then told the police when they came that, "We worked it out, I own this house now," and the police just believed her, didn't check the landlord at all. It was wild. Posted by Papa MacGyver. What? She married a man with money so she wouldn't have to work, and even if that's not the case, she showed no interest in the house until the work was done, and thought she somehow deserved it. And then she thought she was gonna get their house for free and sell hers to them, like she somehow deserves a free house and their money. My friend, this is the definition of entitled and lazy.
Thank you for sticking with me until the end. Don't miss our next episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe.